Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here on 10 TV News at noon. I'm Tracy Townsend. We are starting with an update on the trial of Dr. William Husel. Jurors are learning more about how police investigated the case and how powerful painkillers were accessed. Chief Investigative Reporter Bennett Haberly joins us now live from the courthouse. Good afternoon, Bennett.
Good afternoon, Tracy. A lot of objections this morning between the prosecution and defense over how some of these witnesses are questioned. It interrupted the flow of things as the jurors heard from a Columbus police homicide detective who looked into this case and also from a pharmacist who questioned some of these orders that were given by Dr. Husel. Now, the morning began with defense attorney Jose Baez continuing his cross-examination of Detective William Gillette, the cold case homicide detective with Columbus Police. Baez was critical of how police investigated this case. Up next was pharmacist Talon Schroyer, and he testified about a critical piece in this criminal case, saying that the pharmacist's job inside the hospital was to verify drug orders to ensure patient safety. But in this case, the pharmacy was often bypassed using an override function on something called a Pyxis machine. That's a medication dispensing machine. In this case, many of the patients were given fentanyl through the use of an override, leaving the pharmacist without the ability to question or verify the order. Here's his explanation on why that presents a challenge.
I said in this instance.
In this instance, that's what I meant.
Because it's already been done. It's water under the bridge. So anything you did, you could do maybe to prevent it from happening again. But for this particular instance, it's already been done.
Now, coming up in our later newscasts at 5 and 6, we're going to have more on Talon Schroyer's conversation with Dr. Husel, why he questioned one of these orders and the process involved in dispensing medication for some of these patients. We'll also have a show and tell from the prosecutor as they pulled out several vials of fentanyl to illustrate to the jurors how much drugs were involved in giving to some of these patients. Reporting live inside the courthouse this afternoon, Bennett Haberly, 10 TV News.
Bennett, thank you. And this trial is expected to last up to 8 weeks. You can watch it unfold on 10tv.com and our other streaming platforms. Bennett is going to have another update tonight on 10 TV News starting at 5 o'clock. New at